What if I told you your bank is literally profiting off of your struggles? They thrive when you're broke. Sneaky fees, absurdly high interest, questionable investment advice, it's all part of the game. Your bank is ripping you off, and they're counting on you not noticing. But not anymore. I've helped millions of people improve their finances, and in this video, I'm exposing how banks make money at your expense, and more importantly, how you can fight back, keep more of your cash, and stop playing by their rules. When you put money in your savings account, you probably feel good, like your money is safe and growing. But banks see it differently. To you, your deposit is your money. But the second you deposit your money, the bank starts using it. Let's say you deposit $1,000. Banks only keep around 10%, that's $100, on hand. The other $900, they lend it out right away to someone else, often at super high interest rates. Now, you might be earning a tiny bit of interest, maybe 0.01%. That means if you save $10,000 for a year, you'll earn $1. That's not even enough for a coffee. Meanwhile, the bank turns around and loans your money out at 6 to 20%. They earn dollars while paying you pennies. What's even worse? Inflation eats away at your savings. If inflation is 3%, your $1,000 will only be worth about $970 next year. So while your money seems safe, it's actually losing value. But here's the good news. Online banks offer something called high-yield savings accounts, which pay 4 to 5% interest. That means your $10,000 could earn $400 to $500 a year, not just $1. And they're just as safe as regular banks because they're FDIC insured. How are online banks able to pay you more? Simple, they don't have fancy buildings or tons of staff, so they pass the savings on to you. You've probably seen signs at your bank offering free financial advice. Seems helpful, right? But here's what most people don't realize. A lot of these bank advisors are really just salespeople with sales targets. Let's say you're 25 and have $10,000 to invest. That advisor might suggest one of the bank's own mutual funds with a 1 to 2% yearly fee. Sounds small, but over 30 years, that can cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars in lost growth. Why do they recommend those funds? Because they make more money for the bank and earn the advisor a commission. Their job isn't to make you rich, their job is to sell. Instead, you could use simple, low-cost index funds through companies like Vanguard or Fidelity. These funds charge less than 0.1% in fees and tend to beat fancy, expensive funds over the long term. And more often than not, these advisors don't invest in the products they recommend. They're selling stuff they wouldn't use themselves. That's something to think about. Here's the scary part. Banks actually make more money when you're in debt than when you're doing well. Credit cards are a huge moneymaker. The average credit card debt in the US is over $6,000. If you only pay the minimum, you could end up paying over $10,000 in interest alone. Banks also make money from sneaky fees. Ever had an overdraft? Let's say you have $100 in your account and make 4 purchases in a day. $5, $15, $30, and then $90. Even if the $90 purchase happens last, many banks process it first. That means your account goes negative early and you're hit with 3 $35 overdraft fees for small purchases you could have easily covered. That's $105 in fees. This trick is no accident. It's designed to make you pay more. Banks earn billions from overdraft fees, mostly from people who can least afford it. And guess what? They don't want to fix it. The truth is, banks encourage debt. They'd rather keep selling you credit cards and overdraft protection because it's more profitable to them when you're in a tough spot. They celebrate when you open a new credit card, but when you pay it off in full, no confetti, no thank you, because you're now less profitable to them. The car maker Henry Ford once said that if people understood the banking system, there would be a revolution by morning. And now, you understand it a little better. Here's how to fight back. Move your money to a high-yield savings account. Look at online banks. You could be earning 5% instead of 0.01% interest. Start investing in index funds instead of listening to bank advisor recommendations. You want to focus on your success, not the bank's bottom line. Pay close attention to your bank balance to avoid overdraft fees, and make sure to pay off your credit card in full every month. Stopping banks from taking advantage of you is a great start, but to achieve true financial success, you must also make these 3 game-changing moves. Watch the video on your screen.